Good morning, everybody. I'm coming to you from nippy but sunny France. Hopefully it stays sunny all day. I'll need some sun. I need to absorb some of that vitamin D activation. But first of all, what? My chicken's not happy. I don't know if you can see them. Let me try to point you guys. You guys are sitting in my rock here. There they are. Yes, I know. Anyway, before we start with the spirit messages for October 2025 per zodiac sign, before we start with that, I just wanted to make an announcement regarding my Patreon account. So right now, a lot of stuff is available on my Patreon account. I think over 200 channeled posts answering your questions regarding the universe, regarding self-expansion, regarding all kinds of stuff in the media. All of that is available on my Patreon account, and including weekly angel card sessions, live angel card sessions. And then for the angelic members, there's also a lot of ask me anything sessions. There's also guided meditation videos and healing videos and so on and so forth. But I want to expand that, so I want to provide the Patreon members with a little bit more, and I want it to become a place where it's not only channeled information and energy healings, but also a place where you can get information on how to heal certain chakras, doing the physical, showing the physical exercises you can do, but also incorporating food and natural medicine in there. I want to share with you guys, and I'm not a doctor, but I want to share with you guys what we use at home to stay healthy, to keep our energies clean and re-energized, and just a little bit of everything, the mindfulness movements that we do, and so on and so forth. So I just wanted to let everyone know, including the Patreon members, via this video, that I will be spending more time and energy next year, starting January, in providing really a wide range of tools and channelings, including the celebrity channelings. I will restart them starting January with a channeling of Mary Magdalene. You'll get a snippet on YouTube, but for you guys to see the entire interview, you will have to go onto my Patreon page to see it. And that's just because YouTube just cancels most of my videos where Spirit talks truth. So I have to move it somewhere where it won't be canceled or removed. So that's all going to start starting January. So I just wanted to send that out there. Starting January 2026, I want to expand my Patreon page. I want to add things that help people to live more mindfully, to live more wholesome, to live in a fifth dimensional vibrational space. And that includes food, exercises, mental exercises, physical exercises, channelings, advice from Spirit, healing videos, sound therapy videos, and so on and so forth. So I really want to expand and make that bigger and better for my Patreon members. Many of you have been with me on Patreon for quite a while, and we truly appreciate it, and we just want to give more back. Okay, we want to create more content that is accessible for larger groups of people while still doing personal sessions. But we really want to be more accessible to larger amounts, because my private sessions, I always have to disappoint a lot of people because there's more requests than I have space to do. So this way, hopefully we can reach more people, help more people in their search for self-expansion, in their search for transformation of their current reality, and so on and so forth. So price will stay the same. I think it's like $5 for a month for the regular spiritual tier, and then I think it's like $10 for the angelic tier, where you get some extra benefits. So there, I said it. It's out there. Let's get started, shall we? Let's start with Aries as usual. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know for October 2025. I can't believe we're already October. I swear we just celebrated Halloween not that long ago. Although we don't really celebrate Halloween anymore. We used to, because Gerald loved to dress up and stuff, but it just doesn't resonate with us much anymore. Like the vibration behind it, the ghouls, the negative. I love kids dressing up as princesses and positive things, but the goriness and we've kind of moved away from that a little bit. And I've noticed that the kids are not interested in it either. They're already, Leah's already like, Mom, when's Christmas coming? She's already watching Christmas movies. I saw her watching Home Alone yesterday. So she's already like, and I told her, what about Halloween? She's like, no, she doesn't want it. So it's been a couple of years now that I have Halloween decorations. I don't even think we've set it up in the last 2 or 3 years. It's just, and I don't mind. It's just decorations, but I don't know. Our family seems to have outgrown that frequency, maybe. But, there's no judgment. If you enjoy it, if you love it, go for it. Whatever brings joy and excitement for you is something that's positive. For us, it's just, as a European, we never really celebrated Halloween as a kid. I never had Halloween. That didn't come till years after I got married. It came to Europe, and it's more of a sales thing than really something that, it's not a tradition for us. But, so for me, it doesn't really mean much. And Gerald was not always a big fan of it either as a kid. So I think he must have gotten scared too much. All right, let's give a card. Oh, Lord. And we got 2. Hey, honey. One next step, and become your own priority. Number 36 and 13. Interesting. Here we go. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. All right, let's see. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think, Salem? What do you think? All right. Ooh, I'm very much drawn to these paw prints in the sand. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like paw prints in the sand. It's almost like you're leaving your mark behind. They're talking about become your own priority, but I feel like it's more in the sense of understanding that by prioritizing your health, your light, your vibration, your energy, you are leaving your mark behind. A lot of people think they have to do big things and great things, especially Aries. We kind of sometimes have this grandeur idea that if it's not big and loud and seen by thousands of people, it doesn't count, or it doesn't have value, or it doesn't matter. And they're saying, no, understand that you walking this earth, you choosing to consciously participate in this collective creation. You being conscious about your energy, about your frequency, about the light you're giving out, about how you treat people, how you treat yourself, understanding that all of that combined, thus massive things, you're leaving your legacy behind, your footprints behind, by simply being the best version of you, by simply finding your own joy, your own passions, your own excitements, your own light, by helping yourself feel amazing about this life, and therefore helping others by allowing people in your presence, by allowing people to observe you, to connect with you, to have relationships with you. All of that is you creating your castle, okay? Creating that foundation that's gonna linger on for centuries to come. It's not because you're not in the history books like Marilyn Monroe and JFK and all of that, that you're not gonna have, that you're not leaving an impact, that you're not, what you doing? That you're not of importance, that you're not tail, that you're not, that your foundation, what's the right word? I'm trying to find the right word. Your grandeur is not being witnessed, absorbed, and experienced for centuries and centuries and centuries to come. Does that kind of make sense? A lot of people have this idea, hold on. A lot of people have this idea that if you're not in the history books, you will be forgotten, or your life didn't really have much meaning, or if you're not remembered by lots of people, that your life is without purpose, or anything like that. And that's what they're saying. For Aries, we really have to start to embrace the fact that you just being here and participating and choosing to put in effort and energy and love and compassion into this world and into yourself is already creating a legacy on an energetic level, on a frequency level, on a universal level that is impacting millions. And even though your human mind cannot comprehend that magnitude of a footprint that you're leaving behind, you will understand when you go home, because you will then see and experience with all of your beingness the intensity of the frequencies that you've infused, that might be the right word, infused the universe with. Does that kind of make sense? So that's really what it comes. The pillars are still standing after thousands and thousands of years. Your foundation will continue to be a pillar, a solid structural of energy that will continue to help and transform the human race, this virtual creation of the collective, and just infuse everything that comes after you with your vibrational frequency and your creative energy. Does that kind of make sense? It's almost like embracing that. Spirit wants you to fully feel that. Feel it. Let it sink in. Because Aries are very critical of themselves, because we are always trying to do the right thing, and we're always trying to leave a legacy behind, and we're always having this feeling like we need to be the leader and we need to do something big and major. You showing up each day with love in your heart, compassion, forgiveness, and just this bright light of being you, 100% authentic you, is already doing that. Okay? Does that make sense? Embrace that. Really focus on feeling that, bringing it into your reality, and so on and so forth. Hi, Pumpkin. We don't see you very often on the video. It's always your brother that shows up. Okay. I hope that helps. That was a very long explanation. But I hope that helps. Taurus. Oh, there they are, the two brothers. Hi, guys. Taurus, Taurus. Maxime, my brother, pay attention. This is for you. All right. Taurus. Oh, there it goes. It's a beautiful day today. A little nippy, but beautiful. Clearing the excess. Number 18. You are entering a transitional phase and would benefit from clearing away excess clutter, whether it is in your physical body or your physical space. Okay, so the thing that immediately pops up is a lot of Tauruses right now are struggling physically. A lot of it has to do with the different changes of frequency. There's a lot of energetic shifts, massive shifts happening, one after another. There's not a lot of time to recuperate in between. Okay, we can see that in the Schumann resonance. We can see that in, Earth's natural frequency. There's a lot of weird stuff happening, and it's because we're in this year is just transformational. A lot of stuff happening in the physical 3D world that we're going, what the hell, what else can they throw at our plates? What you're seeing is not negative, okay? What you're seeing is events, things happening in order to make the 3D world crumble so the 5D world can emerge. Does that kind of make sense? So you can't look at it as something negative. Don't approach it with fear. Don't approach it with low vibrational frequencies and emotions. Just observe. Be the neutral observer and go, okay, all of this is leading to something, okay? Because the light is already won, okay? We're just seeing everything crumble down, and that's why everything's starting to happen one after another protests, shit happening to bring stuff to light. It's just a lot right now, and I get it. And it just feels like for Taurus especially, you guys are very much impacted by those massive frequency changes. It's affecting you physically, it's affecting you emotionally. So October for you, Taurus, is all about cleansing and clearing. Very important to cleanse your energy frequency regularly. Most people are simply thinking about food, and that needs to happen too. Really become aware of what kind of food you're absorbing, what you're drinking. Everything has frequency, and we want to get those high vibrational energies into our physical vessels, not the lower vibrational frequencies. So stay away from sugar, stay away from processed foods, stay away from sugary drinks. Water is the perfect cleanser. Teas is very much advisable. And even coffee can be, I know a lot of people are like, coffee's bad for you. Not for everyone. Kind of depends on your body. It depends on your vessel. Coffee, for example, for my autistic daughters, it actually calms them down. It has the opposite effect of caffeine. And caffeine can be a cleansing and healing property. So can, there's a lot of things. So can nicotine, but not inhaling through cigarettes. The lungs are not supposed to be filled with stuff, okay? But nicotine patches, can also have positive healing effects. But anyway, I'm not a doctor, so I can only say what Spirit has shared with me. But there's a lot of stuff that, that's they're not telling us, and a lot of healing tools that they're giving a weird twist to it or saying it's bad for us, and it's not. Anyway. Every vessel is different. Every physical vessel is different and needs different frequencies. Okay, that's why every individual will be served with different, for example, gems, different stones, right? It really depends on the body. they want us to believe that every single body is exactly the same. It's not. Okay, it's not, because it all depends on your frequency. It depends on what you're here to learn. It depends on what you want your experience to be like. Every vessel is different. So experiment with food. Keep a food diary, but really do some cleansing, some clearing, on a physical level, through food, through what you eat. Become more mindful of what you're, ingesting. But also energetically, mostly energetically. It just feels like there's not enough focus or attention on energetic cleansing and recharging. Okay, people forget there is a energetic bubble around you, that your body, that keeps your body alive, that keeps your body working. Okay, so a lot of people focus on the physical health, but they forget the energetic health, and that is important. So meditation, or just having nice calm walks in nature, having weekly or even twice a week, having a foot bath with some salt, sea salt, and some almond oil, lavender oil for the calming effect. Whatever you need to do, wearing your crystals again, cleansing your home with crystals, with incense, and so on and so forth. So it's all about clearing your energy, clearing your physical space and your physical body. That's what October is for you, Taurus. Okay, so really use that month to put more effort into cleansing and clearing of the physical and energetic self. Okay, I hope that helps, Taurus. Gemini. What, honey? Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Which one? Which one? This one. This one. Yeah, we can do this one. Gemini. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know for October 2025. Gemini. Oh, Lord. What you doing? Oh, there it goes. Ooh, wait for winter. Okay, hold on. During the colder months, the fairy queen of winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes, as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. So winter. Winter. For those of you who are going through winter, this is pretty soon. For those of you on the other side of the equator, so a little bit later. It just feels like as everything slows down, as everything becomes dormant, it's almost like, everything kind of goes into this hibernation space, including humans. We're kind of like, oh, just leave me alone. I just want to get under a blanket and, and snooze all day. For many of you, it just feels like you need time to just rest. I just feel like you're tired. I just feel like you're so tired, Gemini. You're just tired of everything. I just feel like, like you just want to take a break from life. You want to take a break from the world. You want to take a break from family and friends. You just want some me time and relaxation time, and it just feels like October is all about that. So it's not so much about waiting for winter, but it just feels like it's more for that. It's like, don't wait for that to happen, make it happen. It's like, create it. It's like you're always waiting. Well, hopefully then at that time I will be able to relax a bit and calm down. It's like, don't wait for it to happen, because if you're waiting for that excuse me, that time to arrive, it's never going to arrive because you're always busy and there's always stuff to do. And you have these endless to-do lists that never seem to end. You never seem to be able to finish them because every time you finish one, two things get added to it. Don't wait for winter. Don't wait for the hibernation time. Make it. Create it. Demand it. Okay? Ask family members and friends to help out with, you know, children maybe, or some tasks or whatever, so you could have a break. It just feels like you need a break. I feel like you're just exhausted. You're just tired and you just want some you time, and they're just saying don't wait for it, create it. Okay, in October it's about you. Okay, make it happen. Don't find excuses why it doesn't work, just do it. Okay. Pass on responsibilities and jobs to other people. Delegate. You know, do what you need to do to create time for you. Yeah, just you time. Just like you. You're creating time for you now. Yeah, you need rest. Rest, my Gemini, rest. Okay, that is the message. Okay, Cancer. Cancer. Let's see, this one. Okay. Cancer. Gerald is a Cancer. Let's see what they have to say for Gerald. Ooh, there it went. Ooh. Solar light upgrade. Solar plexus chakra, inner fire, willpower. You're not getting enough sunlight is what comes up into my head. They're telling me you're not getting enough sunlight. You're too much indoors. You're not, it's almost like, you know, a lot of people, they have made us afraid of the sun, and the sun is nothing to be scared about. It's actually, it creates a lot of upgrades for us. It's what we need. We need the sun. Don't block the sun, okay? Do not block the sun. Don't let them do it. If they do it, all life is lost, okay? We need the sun. Without the sun, we die. It's simple, okay? Not only does it activate our vitamin D, which is crucial for every living creature's survival, but we also need the upgrades it gives us. It actually gives energetic upgrades. It transforms our DNA, and so on and so forth. So it just feels like you're not outdoors enough, or you're not seeking the sunlight enough. It just feels like you need to sunbathe. You need to do what you need to do to really allow the sun to upgrade you. Okay, don't use solar cream, please. That is just toxic shit. But you know, I'm sure this video will get scratched if I say that. But you know, it is. If you want to know more about that, there's a post that Yeshua shared with us about the sun on my Patreon on my Patreon page. Very extensive post about the sun. So yeah, more sunlight. Need to go more outdoors. Okay, Cancer? You're too much indoors. You're not getting your daily hour of sun or sunlight. Even if it's cloudy outside, the sun's still out there. Okay, go outside, get some fresh air. You'll still get sunlight that penetrates through the clouds. Okay, it's not because it's cloudy that the sun disappeared. She's still out there. You still need to go out and absorb it. Okay, so go more outdoors. Really, October, focus on getting fresh air, getting more natural light. It just feels like you're too much either indoors or in front of blue screens. I don't know what it is, but it just feels like there's not enough natural light in your life. So open the windows, do what you can to bring the natural light back into your reality, into your home, into your body. Don't wear sunglasses, okay? Otherwise, again, you're not absorbing the light of the sun, okay? You're blocking it. So really utilize the sun to make you feel more energized, to cleanse you, and to allow those energetic transformations and downloads to be downloaded, to be absorbed by the physical body. Okay, so really focus on that, Cancer, because it will make a huge difference, they say, in your health and in how you feel. Okay, just feels you're also very tired, and just you're not feeling right. It's just you're feeling off, and it's just because you have been it almost feels like neglecting the power of the sun. You've not been absorbing it daily. Okay, I go out daily, even if it's raining. I go out. Okay, I try to get natural light as much as I can. Okay, Virgo. Hope that helps, Cancer. Virgo. Virgo. When you do Virgo? Yeah. Give me a kiss. Okay. Or no, wait, Leo. Sorry. Leo. I almost forgot Leo. Let's do Leo. I can see my neighbor. Across the field. Leo. Whoop, there it went. Leo. I surrender to a power greater than me. I surrender to a power greater than me. Okay, Leo. It's about faith, my dear. You need to just have faith. You know, just trust that there's a... Really focus in October on trusting the plan. Trusting that even though you may not see yet what you wish to see, it is in the making. It is happening as it is meant to happen. Everything is guided on a much larger scale. And by practicing the surrendering to that, surrendering doesn't mean giving up. Okay, surrendering just means that you trust that even though you may not fully understand what's in the making behind the screens, behind the curtain, that you trust that everything is moving in a positive, healing, compassionate direction. Okay, that's what you need to focus on, because you're just losing too much energy, they say, on worrying and on trying to figure everything out. And it's the humans always want to have everything figured out, and it's exhausting, and it takes up so much energy. And even if you figure it out, you'll never be able to prove it. So, and then that'll drive you crazy. So it's just kind of this cycle of getting frustrated. Okay, if you just trust in the higher power, if you trust that something is happening, something is always happening, something is shifting, if you trust that there are a multitude of multiverses that you can tap into and experience, and so on and so forth, then, you know, it's really, really important to surrender to that knowing, because it relieves you from stress. It relieves you from worrying all the time. It relieves you from fear. And it just creates space for fun things. It creates space to enjoy yourself again. It creates space to re-energize, to focus on love, to focus on things that bring you joy, to focus on rebalancing. You know, worrying and being fearful and trying to figure out every little thing in this world, trying to, you know, it's great. Look, it's great to want to learn about the truth and not the stories that they've been telling us. But don't let it consume you either. That's not why you're here. You're here to have experiences. You're here to have fun. You're here to create, okay? It could be a part of your journey is to learn about truth, to discover truth, but don't let it consume you. Okay, you don't need to know all the ins and outs of this universe in order to have a very successful experience in this life, in order to have an expansive experience in this life. Every now and then, allow truth into your space, but don't prioritize it. Make your own truth as well. What do you want to experience in life? What is your truth, your personal truth? You know, what are the belief systems you want to feed and allow to grow, and so on and so forth. Um, don't forget that this is your creation, okay? There is a collective creation happening as well, but you're the one who chooses which collective creation you're tapping into and you will experience. Okay, don't forget that either, because there's many collective creations of this earth, all with small little differences and some with really big differences. Okay, so surrender to the higher power, Leo, and therefore surrender your fear, your worries, your stress, and that creates space for enjoyable things, for love, for humor, for fun things, for excitement, for blessings to come in. Okay? I hope that helps, Leo. Okay, Virgo. Virgo. This one. I'm going to do this one. Yeah, we're going to do this one for Virgo. All right. Ooh. Virgo. All right, Mom, this is for you. This is for you, Mom. What? Yeah. Oh, there it goes. Soul Star activation. Fulfilling soul contracts, remembering who you are. Okay. There you go. Virgo. They're making me feel like Virgos right now, you guys are on pause. It sounds like neutral, almost emotionally paralyzed. You've been through a lot of changes. You've grown a lot. You've adopted new ways of being, and that has been all very positive and very uplifting. But they're making me feel like you're in this phase now where you're not really seeing how changing yourself is impacting your reality. You're not seeing much difference in your physical reality. And so therefore you're kind of in this kind of blah moment where you're like, well, what's the point if it doesn't change anything, to do all that work? But they're saying, look, just remember who you are. Remember that sometimes it takes a little bit more time for what you're creating energetically to show up in physical form. Okay, the physical reality is a very low, dense reality compared to, eighth dimensional heaven and up. There's so many dimensions, but where manifestation is instant. In anything below the eighth dimension, it takes time to show up in physical form, to manifest that energy into physical reality. So really be patient is what they're saying. Be patient. The activation is happening. Everything is forming itself, is creating, is happening. You just need to, it's almost like be open to receive. It's like expect it to show up. Get excited for it to show up. Don't go into neutral space. Don't go into blah mode, but just remain in a positive, receptive nature. Okay? Because otherwise all the work you've done, you might undo it by moving back into a lower frequency. You just need to learn patience, and that's something you guys are still working on. This is a lesson of patience, of mastering the knowing that I might not see it yet, but it's already there. Okay, it's already happening, it's already developed, I just need to slowly but surely move into that frequency so I can experience it. Does that kind of make sense? So it's really about, one, patience, really mastering the art of patience, and two, mastering the art of knowing, you know, that it's already there. Does that make sense? So Virgo, that is what they want you to know at this time for October 2025. All right. I hope that helps. Libra, 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 Libra. This one. Okay. Libra. Ooh, well, that was fast. That was fast. I recognize that I have chosen fear and I choose again. I choose love. Ooh, there we go. Libra. I choose love, my darlings. It's a very dark card, isn't it? It's like dark with these kind of dark spots. And you got the moon that is completely covered. And then you have half a moon. It just feels like... I just feel like you're in a really dark place right now. You're losing faith. You don't know what to believe anymore. It just feels like you've been awakened for quite some time, many, 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 many years, and it just keeps lingering on, and you're not seeing the changes, and you're not seeing, it just feels like you're in this stage of wanting to give up, right? What are you doing? Hold on, button away. It just feels like you're in this stage of kind of giving up, and they're saying that's okay. Surrender. Because it's like sometimes it's okay to give up, because then you just release it all. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to find the right words to express what they're giving me for feelings. Sometimes you have to let everything fall in order for us to start again. Does that make sense? So it's just like, it's like, stop seeing or try to not experience what's it called, like spiritual expansion and spiritual awakening. Try not to see it as a job. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's starting. It got excited. You got excited at first. You know more than most people. You're finding out the truth, but now it just feels like it's a job, and you're just tired of working at it and not seeing any results. And they're saying, just give up the job. It's not supposed to be a job. It's not supposed to be an assignment. It's not, being your spiritual self is not supposed to be something that takes effort. It should be something that gives you energy. So replace the idea that you have to work on clearing and cleansing and your spiritual stuff, and replace the idea that it's a job with, I'm just going to be myself and embrace everything about me, the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's about self-love. It's about loving everything that you are, loving that you're different, loving that you're unique, loving that you have your own perspective on this reality, loving that you have the courage to explore different truths, that you have the courage to explore aspects that cannot be seen but only be felt. It's about replacing the idea that your awakening is a job and something that takes too much effort and starts to feel very uncomfortable after a while, and replacing it with opening up spiritually and being your spiritual self is just to love. It's to love yourself. It's to love where you are at this time, knowing that even better things are coming your way. It's about embracing everything with love. It shouldn't be a job. It should just be about love and acceptance and knowing that everything is unfolding as you planned it, as you intended it, as the collective intended it. That all you need to do is just love yourself, love others, focus on love, focus on healing yourself through loving yourself. That's really what it's all about. Is that going to make sense, Libra? So choose love. Don't choose, I need to work on myself. No, you don't. You're already a spiritual being. You just need to learn how to love being you. And being where you are at this moment, and embracing that it's part of the journey that you've always wanted to have. Even if it's not comfortable right now, it's still part of what your soul's chosen for you to experience. Otherwise, you wouldn't be experiencing it. And it's helping you to love yourself more and to expand. You know, it's about embracing everything with love, with acceptance, with surrendering energy, with excitement that, you know, things can only get better from now on, because I am consciously sending out love frequency without it having to be a job. It's just who you become. It's who you are. Be that loving frequency that you are in your natural state. It's not something you need to learn. You know, your soul is always in love frequency. It's always in a very high vibrational love frequency. It's just what you're made of. You're made of love. Okay? Being negative and being evil in a way, if you want to look at it from bad and good kind of duality kind of perspective, that's hard work, because you have to go against what your nature tells you. You know? That's why it takes so much energy. Being down, feeling defeated, feeling like a victim, it takes so much out of you that you have no more energy left. And why does it take so much out of you? Because it's not who you are. Okay? It's not your natural state. You have to fight against your natural state, your core, to be negative. It's always a choice. You know, and it doesn't have to be. Choose love, because you'll feel much better there. Okay, that's who you are. It's much easier for people. It's the mindset that tells us it's hard to let go of the negative. It's not. It's a belief. That's a belief system. Okay, Libra, I hope that helps. Scorpio. All right. Scorpio. There it goes. There it goes. Let your personality shine and amble with contentment. Okay, number 33 and number 9. Let your personality shine. You have something no one else has that makes you who you are. Stop comparing yourself to others and allow your uniqueness to shine through. And then amble with contentment. Waiting rather than acting is going to be most advantageous now. Scorpio. It's really about allowing yourself to be who you are. Don't try to fit in. Don't try to adjust yourself so people would accept you, accept what you have to say. It's almost like don't change who you are when you're with different people. You tend to change how you talk, what you talk about, according to the individual that you're with or that you're communicating to. And that is, you become a chameleon. Okay? Just like these seahorses who can change their colors to blend in, you become different people for different people. Okay? You create different characters and different truths for the different people you encounter. And they're saying, don't do that. Just be you. Okay? Stop playing different roles for different people. Just be you and be the same authentic you with every individual. You know, you shouldn't have to change yourself or what you say or how you say it in order to please others. That kind of people-pleasing thing, that's where I get the contentment, amble with contentment. It's more like people-pleasing. It's not your responsibility to make people happy. It's your responsibility to be the most authentic you that you can be, so other people can learn from you, can be inspired by you. Giving people what you think they want enables them to think, or enables them to maybe be inspired by you, or to receive information that might help them expand. Okay, we're such, humans are, if you think about it, we're programmed to be people pleasing. We're programmed to please others. We have to please our teachers. We have to please the school. We have to please our friends. We have to please our family. Everybody's got to be happy with us. We're so programmed to people please that we never, it doesn't, they do it intentionally, so we would never allow ourselves to be us, to find our true core, to find our true power of being us. Okay, but when we do that, we also strip other people from receiving the information they might need in order to get inspired, or to have an awakening, or to have information that might lead to expansion for them. You know, a lot of times we don't say what we really want to say in order, because we believe we're protecting them from getting upset, or, you know, thinking differently about you. But you're also, again, you're stripping them from the opportunity to be challenged, to challenge their thinking, to be inspired by other ways of thinking. Does that kind of make sense? That's kind of what I'm getting for you, Scorpio. Okay, I hope that makes some sense. But yeah, think about that in October. Okay, really stop people pleasing, or changing who you are in order, with the idea to protect or to keep other people happy or content or positive about you. You know, fuck that shit. You know, sometimes spirit will use you to say things that might shock them, that might make them angry, that might invoke even rejection of you, but it's something they need to hear, and that will grow like a seed inside of them. It will grow. Okay, and that's not up to us to decide that. By not speaking your truth, by not being who you are, and speaking what you feel you need to say, you rob them of important information that they might need to hear to help them in their evolution. Okay, so just think about that. Okay, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. What? I know. Sagittarius. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know for October 2025. Sagittarius. Oh, there it went. Oh. Number 2, review and reflection. Time out needed. Sagittarius, they're kind of saying you're in a space where you don't even know what you want anymore. It's time to reflect. It's time to declare and demand that which you still want to experience in life. You kind of feel like nothing's happening because the universe is waiting for you. The universe is waiting for your input. You haven't, it just feels like when you do think of stuff, you keep switching. You go from there, maybe I should do that, maybe I should do that, maybe I should do that. You're not giving clear directions for manifestations to occur. So really create some inner time, create some time to reflect, to move into a calm space, to kind of shut down the thinking machine and allow feelings and information from your soul to emerge in those moments of silence and inner retreat. Okay, because you need to really focus on doing that in October, but it's going to lead to the answers of what you really still want in life, so you can then declare it and demand it, so you can express it. This is what we're moving towards, and there it is, and so it will be. So you can give clear directions to the universe on what you want it to manifest, because you're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You're indecisive or completely lost. And therefore nothing can manifest, because you're constantly either creating it and dismantling it, creating it and dismantling it by being indecisive, or you're just simply not manifesting anything because you just don't know what you want. So really spend some time figuring out, what is it that you want to experience in this journey still? What is it that you collectively want to see and experience? What is it that you personally want to see and experience? And really claim it. Write it on a piece of paper, send it out there, however you want to do it. Verbally create it. Figure it out. Okay, take some time to figure it out. What do you want in this world? What do you want in your world? Really figure it out and then demand it. Okay, Capricorn. Yeah, this one. You want to take this one? Yeah, we're gonna take this one. Capricorn. Whoop. Capricorn. Okay, hold on. We got two. Oh, Lord. Kingfisher. Be patient and focused. There's number one. And then dog. Be disciplined in your home and community life. There we go. Ooh, my ear itches. Ooh. Okay. Capricorn. It's all about regaining power and control over your own emotions, over your own thinking. Right now, you're reacting to what's going on around you, and that kind of leaves you in a state of feeling powerless, right? You have control over your mindset. You have control over what you think, what you focus on, what you feel, what you decide to feel. Everything is under your control. And they're saying in October, really take some time to start mastering yourself, to start mastering your emotions, your thoughts, to really become the one driving the story, the one driving the car. Okay, right now you're being driven by all the things that are going on around you, but also all the ideas and feelings and thoughts of other people that are close to you, the collective, the society. It just feels like you're not in control right now of your own creation, and it's time to create time and space to regain control. Okay, you're the creator, no one else. Not your husband, not your spouse, not your partner, not your children. No, you're the creator. And we can create together, but we cannot allow others, no matter how much you love them and or how close they are or how far they are, to determine what your reality and your daily experience looks like and feels like. Okay, so take back control. Be patient. They say take time, okay, to focus, to refocus, and then be disciplined. Okay, be disciplined. Take back create self-discipline for you to take back control as the creator, because right now you're giving away your power of creation to anything and everything besides yourself. Okay, so really focus on that, Capricorn. All right, I hope that helps. Aquarius. Aquarius. Oh wait, let's see. Aquarius. Let's see what Spirit wants Aquarius to know for October 2025. Okay. Now, if you're getting this message at a later time, then that means you needed to hear what's going to be said as well. So Aquarius. Oh, there it went. Let go of control. Let go of control. Okay. The idea that we need to control our environment, that we need to control other people, that we need to control ourselves even, only leads to more imprisonment. There's the cage, right? The idea of control. We are raised with the idea that if we're in control, we are liberated. And it's actually the opposite, because if we believe that we need control outside of ourselves, or we need control at all, then you are telling the universe that you're out of control and therefore are not in control and therefore are imprisoned in a reality that is not under your control. So I don't know if that makes sense, but the idea of needing control actually leads to the opposite. Okay? The idea of needing control leads to a manifestation of a physical experience that you are out of control. And the universe will keep giving you the experience that you're out of control because you feel you need control, right? By needing control, you are declaring you have no control. Does that make sense? So it kind of contradicts, I know, it's weird. But anyway, when we let go of control and we embrace the truth that you're always in control, because it is your creation. You're the one creating every single detail of this experience. You let go of fear and you let go of all the negative stuff. So you have to replace the need for control with the knowing that you're the ultimate creator. Therefore, you do not need any control. It is already your expression. Your reality is your expression. The people you meet will be an expression and a reflection of that which you feel and experience on the inside, or will be an experience that is placed in there by you, requested in by your soul, for you to have an experience about you, to make something clear about you. Therefore, again, positive for you. Even if it's challenging, it's going to give you more insight and understanding of who you are. Therefore, it's positive, right? So, let go of the idea of control, let go that the need of control, and replace it with a knowing that everything is you. It's a reflection of you. Even other people in your journey, other souls joining you on this journey, is a requested presence by you in order to have certain experience for you. Okay? So I don't know if that makes sense, but that's the message I'm getting for you for October 2025. All right, Pisces. Last one. Hopefully I didn't forget anybody. Sometimes I do. Okay, Pisces. Oh, there it went. That one flew nicely, didn't it? Okay, Ant. Ooh. Cooperate for the highest good of the community. They're just making me feel, Pisces, that you're kind of feeling disconnected. You're feeling alone. You're feeling like people can't be trusted anymore. And it just feels like your communities can't be trusted. Your governments can't be trusted. And you're feeling like completely disconnected because, you can't trust anybody anymore. That's kind of what it feels like, right? So it's just like, in order to replace that feeling of distrust and feeling of separation and disconnect from being human in a way, because humans need other people. Humans need connection. Okay, we need to feel connected to people, to animals, to our environment, to our community. That's what brings joy. When you look at, there's this fantastic research that was done in places where people lived the longest. And one of those places where every single person in that town became more than 100 years old, every single one. What they discovered is that the reason they live so long is because they have a great sense of community. Everybody helps each other out. Everybody loves each other. There's just everybody's family. And they notice around the world that in those places where everybody feels safe with one another, where people work together, where people, become this kind of non-blood related family, those people live longer, okay? It's just part of the human condition. Is we come here for the relationships. We come here for the connections. We come here to feel the individuality while being embraced by other individuals. That sense of community is very important. And Pisces, for some reason, just I think a lot of people can relate to this. We feel disconnected because we feel like we can't trust anybody anymore. Nobody's helping each other anymore, even if people are being stabbed. There's this fear of connecting because they don't feel safe with one another anymore. People don't trust people anymore. And that can lead to a feeling of feeling very disconnected, very alone. And it makes people miserable. It makes people feel unsafe in their community, in their home, on this world, okay? And a way to change that is to become and reach out to your community, okay? To participate in helping the homeless, in volunteer work, doesn't matter where, in going to read kids' books for children that are in the hospital. Really try and engage in some kind of activity where you help the community, where you become in touch and connect with people around you, where you start to give, even if it's only a listening ear, even if it's taking elderly people on a walk or helping them with their groceries, whatever it is, really become that which you want to see again. People want to see community again, then it starts with us. We have to put our fear aside and say, you know what, I'm going to help where I can, even if it's small things. There's nothing to fear anyway. You're not going to, go home and unless it's your time to go, unless you've chosen that time as an exit point. You're not going to get hurt unless it's part of the plan for you to have certain experiences. We need to let go of fear, and we need to embrace love again, and being a giving source of love, and do what we can, okay? So in order to heal this kind of sense of disconnection and loneliness and just feeling alone, we have to reach out, okay? We have to start being an example of giving back to the community, helping people in need. And then what that'll do is it'll show you just how much love and appreciation there still is in this world, just how much people need each other, and how we can help each other to get closer again, to get reconnected again, and to bring us back onto a love trajectory. Okay, so Pisces, I hope that makes some sense, but it's something you need to give so you can feel reconnected, so you can bring that joy and that sense of hope back into your life. All right, so focus on that in October. All right, guys, that's it. I think I've got them all. If I forgot somebody, let me know. And I will make a separate video then. Hopefully this was helpful. I think these are all messages that we can all learn from and that we can all grow from. I think that's about it for me. You can find me on my website, EmanuelleMcIntosh.com. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram, pretty much a little bit of everywhere. Although I'm not very active always on those things. I'm not very tech savvy, and I just sometimes even forget I have those accounts. But I try my best. I am mostly active on my Patreon account. There you normally, unless I'm having, some time off, you can find weekly posts, weekly little angel card sessions for everyone, and other things. So you can check that out, patreon.com/Emanuelle McIntosh. Or I also have online classes that were pre-recorded on learnitlive.com/Emanuelle McIntosh. So anyway, next year we're also having a live event here together with Sarah Breskman Cosme, who is a master hypnotist, QHHT, and a regular face on Gaia TV, and she's written some incredible books. So go check her out as well. That's going to be August 22nd right here in France if you want to be a part of that. More information will come later. But just keep that in the back of your mind if you ever want to explore Europe. Maybe you can take us along with the ride. All right, I'm going to let you go. I'm babbling again. Okay, have a great weekend. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.